Well, guys, it took me a while, but I'm finally back to tell you how to write an excellent conclusion paragraph. Now, this specific video is going to be geared more towards an informative or argumentative piece as opposed to a narrative piece. So keep that in mind and let's get started. So there are 3 steps to writing an awesome conclusion paragraph. The first is to always make sure that you restate your thesis. Next, you want to summarize your main points. And finally, you want to draw it to a close. Now remember, this is your last impression for your reader, so you need to make it count. You can do these steps in any order, but I'm going to start with restating your thesis. Here's where you remind your reader of why you wrote your essay, your main argument. But you want to make sure you're not too repetitive, so you want to reword it and say it in a different way than you did in your introduction paragraph. So take a look at this example of how to reword a thesis statement. The first example would be an example of a thesis you might include in your introduction. The second example is how you could reword that same thesis in your conclusion so you're not too repetitive. Next, when writing a conclusion, you want to make sure that you summarize your main points from your body paragraphs. Here's where you want to condense them and restate them so you're not repeating yourself, but you're making sure to drive your point home. For example, if we continue on with the same topic, you might use these main points in your body paragraphs. Studies on the positive effects of creativity in the classroom, connections between reading and memory retention, and literature circles and connections between classmates, teachers, etc. In the restated version, the bolded is the thesis statement that we restated before. After that, I've shown you an example of how you could restate your main points without being too repetitive. And finally, you need to draw your conclusion to a close so that you don't leave your reader wondering what's next. There are a couple ways you can do this, but some of the most popular are making a final impactful observation, having a call to action, or even ending with a powerful quotation. So here's an example of each: an observation, a call to action, and even a quotation. All of these are really powerful ways to end your concluding paragraph and your essay as a whole. They make an impact, they address your final point, but they also let your reader know that you're finished. So there you have it, the easiest way to write an awesome conclusion paragraph. Do make sure that you restate your thesis, summarize your main points, and draw it to a close. However, you want to make sure that you don't drag it out, don't introduce brand new information, don't leave the reader with questions, and did I mention, don't repeat yourself. Thanks for watching. Comment below with any questions or suggestions for future videos.